thing right there is last week on the same farm we saw a flock of probably 50 or 60 birds. Toms, jakes, and hens, and jennies all mixed together. And what we're seeing here is a group of hens with only 2 toms. So they're starting to break up just a little bit, which is really what we're after. This should have happened 2 or 3 weeks ago, but like I told you, we're behind. So it's always good to see strutters in the field, always good to hear gobbling. But what excites me more is we're seeing that the flocks are starting to break up a little bit. So we're going to slip down real easy now that they're out of here and swap our cards out and get out before we spook anything. What I remember most about that spring is it was late getting here. There was very little green in the woods that year, and it was cold and wet and snowy. And Logan had just returned from a rather serious ATV accident, so he was a little detached from the real world and needed a little bit of an escape back to the turkey woods. The pre-season scouting told us exactly where they'd be roosted. Sure enough, they were walking the limbs when we got there. A little bit of gobbling on the roost, a whole lot of gobbling as they flew down, and then they went silent on us. After a period of time of not hearing anything, we tried a variety of different calls. It was only then that a series of yelps returned a couple thunderous gobbles just from over the bank. We knew then it was just about to become showtime. But even we weren't prepared for what we were about to see.
I missed. Dang it. I messed it up. I'm sorry, Dad.
We just doubled up.
It was hard for me to like, dang it.
And Logan got caught up on his schoolwork, and I told him if he got everything caught up, we'd look at maybe taking a couple hours off from school this morning and kill us a bird. And you always dream of killing that double with your kids, and it just rarely doesn't happen. And we saw that one bird come in from 80 yards probably. Yeah, 80 yards. And he come in and strutted and just put on a good show there. They gobbled good on the limb, and they gobbled for a little while once they hit the ground. But he come in silent, but he strutted the whole time, and he circled the decoys, and we done made the commitment. I told him just go and plan on laying him down, and trying to get everything centered up and focused on him. And I mean, look, and here comes those other two birds just out of nowhere. I mean, they just come blitzing across the field. They're running wide open like they missed their flight or something. And they got to the decoys, and it just all broke loose. And like you saw these jokers this morning, but they weren't no stranger to boxing and duking it out. I guess when you only get a girlfriend once a year, I guess you'll do anything to keep her, and that's what they were doing. That first strutter, he come in and he mounted the decoy.
Yeah.
He wasn't wasting no time. He was jumping right on that thing, and that's when these other two come across here. And we were so focused, had tunnel vision on killing that first bird, that I just didn't see him coming across the field. I mean, if we'd have been paying attention, we could have seen him coming across, and maybe been a little more prepared.